Hello everybody, this is Jessica with Stamp a Blessing, where I stamp to cheer the brokenhearted and connect all my friends to Jesus. I am very excited to be back on YouTube. Yay! I am back on this beautiful morning to give thanks for everyone that asked for me. First and foremost, and also to create with the new paper pumpkin kit, Fall for Toile. I think I said that right. And I am super happy to share with you several alternates. These are beautiful as they are. Feel free to do them when you get the kit. But also I like to bring alternates for those who love to just go above and beyond. Today I'll be going for some notebooks to give as gifts, and also I have two cards that I want to share with you. So hopefully one of these projects inspires you to open the kit. Come on, it's time to open the kit and create. So welcome to my channel. This is Jessica again. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I love bringing ideas with paper pumpkin and all Stampin' Up that gets to my hands. Not everything, because I can't buy the whole catalog, neither I have the time to actually make everything from the catalog, but I do like to inspire you with what I have, and that is my joy. So I'm gonna turn my camera around. If you are here, say hello. This is a good day. I'm excited to be with you. I'm excited to be creating. I'm gonna see who is connecting. It is a joy to have you here. Yay! I see Terry is here. Thank you, Terry, for being here. Thank you, Philomena. It is so good to see you. I see Jen as well connecting and saying hello, and so many that are watching. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so it is the day. This is the day the Lord has made, right? To be glad. And I love coming live on Mondays because I kind of give myself permission to have fun on a Monday. Who needs permission to have fun on a Monday? You have permission. So I got the new paper pumpkin kit from September 2025, and I think you are going to fall in love with it. If you do, I have two more available, unless I decide to totally keep them because it is gorgeous. But I have two more available. Just email me at stampablessing@gmail.com. and let's see what we can do with that. Okay, but I'm super happy to show you. So I'm gonna start creating. I already opened my kit. It always comes with instructions. If you are new to my channel, let me just tell you that they always come with instructions, and you can certainly make them exactly as they are. It is really a fun kit to make. It comes with, I believe, 9 cards, 3 of 3 designs, okay? And they are all to inspire us to give thanks. And I love that because fall is officially here, and this is the time that we need to practice Thanksgiving. No. It doesn't mean that you don't practice it through the entire year. This is simply a reminder for all of us not to fall back into grumbling or complaining or cranking. You know, we are to give thanks. We were created to give thanks. We were created to praise. We're created to sing. We were created to have joy and share that joy with others. And this is just a season that reminds us, hey, the year is ending, but you still can create beauty, and you still can give thanks in the midst of anything. We give thanks in the midst of all circumstances because we don't walk alone. We have the Lord Jesus with us. So here you have the awesome instructions, okay? There is an opening, or how do you call it? The type of videos that Paper Pumpkin does, that they just open everything. They show you what comes in the kit. This kit is actually, the refills are available in my store at stampablessings.stampinup.net. You can find the refills. If you go down to the comments below this video where it says more, you see a link in there as well for refills. But as I said, I have 2 available if you would like to check it out, the complete set, which includes the stamp set and the ink spot. The ink spot for this one is the Cajun Craze. I love that color. I love fall colors. Look, I'm in fall colors today. I have some kind of like a mossy meadow, going into pretty peacock sort of green, and then I have some yellows on. This kit came with so much. Let me show you the stamp set. This is a stamp set that comes with it. It has a thankful, warm wishes, wishing you the happiest of days. I think that's such a pretty one because you can use it for any occasion, okay? You don't have to only use it for Thanksgiving, right? You can do it for birthdays. You can do it for Christmas. You can do it for any occasion. I love the font. And even if you just want to wish somebody a happy day, okay? You can just send that. And then I have thinking of you. The beautiful images that it comes with. I really like how they stamp. You're gonna see it today. I have some projects where you'll see both the acorns and the pumpkins stamped on some cardstock. It looks fabulous. You're gonna really like it. And then I love that we have several different type of fonts and some birdies just flying away. Okay, So let me show you a bit of what comes with the kit, okay? I'll show you some of the parts for this, and then I'm gonna start making most likely a card, and then I'll make a notebook, and then I'll make another card, and then I'll make another notebook, because it is way too much fun to create with these kits. I love them. I am a fan from the beginning, and I love creating. I have a team. It's more like a club of ladies that get together with me every second Thursday of the month, and we create with our kids. We create to bless others. That is our goal every time we meet. So there is this card, and if you notice, this kit is called Fall for Toile. I said it right. I had to go online and check how to pronounce that. I'm Puerto Rican people. I speak Spanish. I wanted to say toile. But I thought, okay, that may be the English way of saying it. It's definitely not the French way of saying it. And I believe it goes with wall. It kind of rhymes with wall. And then you say toile, to toile. So I may be wrong. Okay, but I went to the dictionary and I pressed on that little audio that says how to pronounce it. They said toile. So let's see if I did it right. But apparently it has to do with a pattern. It's kind of like a pattern that in France was very likable, I guess it's a word, you know, and it has repetitive patterns of farmland. So you see the trees, you see the deer, it kind of repeats and repeats and repeats, and it's usually in like a white off or whitish type of background, so you can see those colors in this kit. This is the first one, and then you have this beautiful frame that goes on top of that. And it also comes with some things that are already printed for you, which is actually really nice for when you want to make a card really, really fast. You don't even have to stamp on it. Boom, 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 you're done. Now, this ones, you are actually supposed to stamp the little acorns right there, okay? But this is such a pretty set. I really like it. I believe it coordinates with a suite inside our catalog called the Autumn Toile. I said it right. Oh, have mercy. This takes me forever to learn. By the second or third video I do with this, you will see that I get it. Okay, but it's called Autumn Toile is the name of the suite. You can see it on pages 40, 41, 42, 43. Is that the name? Did I say it correctly? I think I did. Oh, wow. Yes, Autumn Toile. It starts on page 39. So you see it there, how beautiful that is. It has a lot. It has a huge tree, okay? So you can use on your cards. And they give so many cool ideas. They even give a one-sheet wonder. Oh, my goodness. This is way too much. I think it's beautiful, gorgeous, and you are going to have so much fun just going through it. But now this is kind of like the taste and see that the Lord is good, right? You see this kid and you're like, oh, I really need to go for that suite. Okay, then you have this other card base like this, and it comes with a beautiful image like of harvest. I see the corn. I believe this is corn, and I have some pumpkins, and I also have a little fox. Let me see, where's my fox? Oh, I have a banner. I divided all of my pieces, okay? Everything comes already pre-cut for you. You just kind of have to pop it out. And I have a little fox as well. So this beautiful card, beautiful pieces, just showing you what came with the kit to get your creative juices going. This is one of my favorites, and I'm gonna create the first card with it in a minute, but it comes with some earthen tones foil leaves, so they are kind of shiny, as you can tell. Comes with a little bit of ribbon. It comes with an already die cut circle and 2 sets of fall leaves circle that are intended to create what looks like a wreath, as you can see in here. Okay, and then you stamp in the middle and you make a background with a little set of leaves that comes in this stamp set as well. So very beautiful kit. It is inviting us to fall in love with toile, which is the pattern, but I want to invite you to fall in love with this season of gratitude. I want you to go a little bit beyond what you just do with your hands and bring it to your heart and to your mind daily, a season of gratitude. And as I prepared for my first project, I tell you this morning, I was having some devotional with the kids. And as I was having that devotional, I thought, you know what, this is just so perfect. We are in fall. We are trying to get back into the habit. It's more of a reminder for me. It's not that we don't give thanks. It's that we sometimes fall from the habit of being grateful, correct? We can't fall from the habit. We need to continuously look for those moments of giving thanks. And today I actually asked my kiddos, What are you grateful about? And we journal, and during our devotional time, nothing else in there. Yep. We journal, and I want to show you, I'll tell you a little bit later what my kids actually say. Some of them say things so sweet, and we decided to have 3 things, just to mention 3 things every day. We're going to do this. 3 things that we're grateful about. Now, we can't repeat. We can't repeat. If you already put something, you cannot repeat it. So I want to ask you to take action, and if able, go and share with me in the comments what are 3 things that you are grateful for today, okay? And one of those things that I wrote on my journal today was the opportunity to have fun. I make my Mondays fun on purpose. Really, I got to, because there's so much to do, and I want to keep the joy of the Lord in my heart. So this is the first card we're going to create. Now I want to show you what I decided to do a little bit different with it. Okay, it comes with this, and we are supposed to make that little wreath that I showed you a bit ago. Oh, have mercy. I closed my kit so well that I couldn't show it to you again. Let me leave this out. So this is how it's supposed to be. You see, I'm supposed to be stamping those little leaves in there, but I didn't want to do that. So that was a very clear explanation of my train of thought, right? So I'm going to invite you to take your cutter, and you're going to do this. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Virginia. So good that you are here. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy that you caught me live. Yay. There is Tanya from Florence, Kentucky. Ooh, I have a new friend in Kentucky. This is really exciting. Thank you. Where are you from, Virginia? I see. I really enjoy how you promote. Oh, yes. I cannot go without his love. That is my fuel, my gasoline. I gotta receive his love. Isn't it good? The Lord is so good. His love fuels us to do everything. Okay. Let me give you the instructions. This is my card base that came with the kit. And what I decided to do is, this is going to be the front of my card base, but I'm going to cut this section right here. Now, you can do anything you want with your kit. You can just leave it like this and do it like this. It actually has a pattern. It is not entirely white. You see, it has like a nice pattern in there. It is so cool. It looks like fabric. Okay, but in this case, I'm going to put my my little edge right there of the scoring line, right on that section. Oops, sorry, I put it wrong. And then I'm going to put this corner right here on the groove of my cutter. So I'm going to be cutting right here. Okay, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to cut this entire triangle out of it. Sorry. So I'm going to start right here in the middle. I'm going to go down, and that is separated right there. And you're like, what is she doing? You'll see, it's fun. It's just a way of using what I have, and I'm excited to share it with you today. This and the notebooks, don't leave, because this is not just a season of falling in toile, okay? It's not just falling in love with a pattern. It's falling in love with the practice of gratitude, of gathering and giving, okay? I think that is what is coming. September, October, November, December. So you're in September. This is the month to start getting ready to gather, to give, and to be grateful. So if you start with gratitude, hello, if we start just sharing what we're grateful about, like I am grateful that I have the opportunity to make my own agenda, like my husband reminds me very often. He's like, come on, you have your own agenda. Have you met my husband before? There he is. That was this morning. He was on his way to work, and we happened to coordinate, but then he put that jacket on top, and you cannot tell that he coordinates with me. He has a green shirt, but I wanted to show it. I'm like, I took that running, like totally running. I'm like, picture. He's like, no pictures. He does not like pictures. Don't tell him that I show you this picture. But I was like, yeah, we could do it. And I took the picture super early in the morning. It's before 7. He was leaving, but it was fun to do so because we never coordinated. It was so fun to coordinate. And why did I mention my husband to you? I don't know. I mentioned him because, oh, he's the second, not the second, but one of the 3 things that I am grateful about is his loyalty. He's a very loyal man. He is loyal to his job. He's loyal to me, to the children. He's always there. Very, very stable, very reliable. And I am grateful. I'm trying to find ways to consistently be more grateful. And one of them is I like security. I think we all ladies like security in our lives. And he's very reliable. Like he's very consistent. I tend to be the more spontaneous and crazy chicken. He's the, flat line, and I'm more the crazy line. So he brings a lot of structure to my life. Well, not structure. I make the structure. I make the agendas. But he brings a lot of like safety. You know what I mean? Like he's the same all the time. And I love that about him. So that's the second thing I'm very grateful about. So this is what I thought I would do with his card. You see what I did? As I'm talking chat, I'm just creating my card already. But I took this piece of designer series paper and I cut it to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which is exactly the inside of my card. And then this is going to close like this. Now this is not all, but I really like the idea of opening my card without this part right here. And we will be creating that little wreath on this side. We will be working with it a bit, just kind of working how that goes. Okay, but I want to show you something. This came from I fell in love with the Gathering Moments stamp set, the bundle, and I thought this would be really, really cute. Well, I did not know the paper and the whole suite was so cute. I got everything. I got the twine. I got the earthen tones foil that you see right here. Is 2 sheets of earthen toil. Not earthen toil. I want to keep that word toil in my brain. It's toile, but it's not toile. It's earthen tones. Too many T's. Sorry. Too many T's. And then the beautiful Cajun Craze and gold dots. They are so pretty. Look at that. They shine. Anyhow, let me put this to the side. And look at this paper. Look how pretty it is. It has some foil in it. And I love specialty paper that comes with foil. All of those sheets have foil in them. And it also comes with a embossing folder that looks like this sheet right here. It has all those little leaves, okay? And I don't know where I put it. I guess I put it in my embossing folder basket. Okay, but this sheet, I thought it was really, really pretty. The foil is in the back, so I'm actually not using the foil part because I wanted to bring more color to my card. My card is already that color, you see? So I did not want to do that. I did not want to put this on the inside. I wanted to put more like a plaid that calls way more attention to it. Now, I'm not done with that. I need to hurry because I have too many projects for you today. But I'm going to be adding this right here. Chun, 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 chun. And I'm going to put it on the inside of my card. A totally different design here. I don't think I've ever done this. So it's always kind of fun to do something totally new, right? Just to do that. And I know there's a fold that you can put like a little thing, another card on the inside that closes. I did not do this with this one. This is the way this card is going to go. And I really like it. I'll show you how I decided to do my very nice wreath here. So I'm going to bring some of my dimensionals. I'm also going to bring some of my glue dots. And this, for your information, is going to go right on the inside. Why am I doing that? It's because I want to have a place where I can actually write. And I love it, but I want a place to write. Now, I do not necessarily like the double in there. So what I do, or what I did with my sample, is I took my cutter. I'm going to bring this one. No, this one's not going to work. Forget about that one. I'm going to bring my other cutter. And I'm just going to position it here. I have it right where I need it to go. And I'm going to move it teeny bit inside, like there and there. Ah, come on. Right there. I'm going to hold it in place and hope I did not move it. Yes, I did move it because I'm live. And I'm going to take just a smidge. You see, I just took a little smidge from the toppy so that it's not noticeable. Okay. Okay. So now I'll take this and I'll position it right here on the inside. Now, I could do it like this. I could leave a little edge, you see, like that. Could leave an edge in there if I want to. You put a little closer so you can see, or not, or I can just go exactly to the corner like this and keep it hiding. I like the idea of keeping it hiding because when you open your card, voila, there's actually a place that you can write on. And I like that a lot. So that is good. We'll put all this in here. I'm already putting this on the inside, covering that designer series paper. If you don't want to spend your designer series paper and hide it, you can certainly just cut that off if you wish. I have no trouble with that. But in this case, I'm just creating in a bit of a hurry, so I don't mind. I'll leave it just like that. Okay, let's bring our stamp set, which is somewhere over here. Okay, and it's gorgeous. I love the one that says, wishing you the happiest of days. I want to wish you the happiest of days. This is a good day. The Lord is with us. There is hope in the Lord, and we want to continue having that hope in the Lord. So I'm going to stamp wishing you the happiest in Cajun Craze, and I'm going to put it right in the center, right there. And this is simply what the card tells us to do. I'm not doing anything too crazy. Okay. Just gonna go right there. It looks beautiful in this color. Let me show you. Look at that. So pretty, right? It is very nice. Okay, Arizona. Thank you, Virginia. So good to have you here from Tucson, Arizona. Whoa, whoa. It's awesome. I have Jody is here as well. Colleen is here. Hi, Colleen. So good to see you. I hope you got your paper shares already. I sent them all. It is exciting. Hi, Debbie. It's good to have you here. Tanya, did I say hi to Tanya already? Oh yeah, from Florence. Yes, I said hi to you. I'm just looking at you. As you showed us a couple weeks ago, that plaid, this would look nice embossed with a forever plaid embossing folder. Yes, that would be awesome. Okay, let's keep going. Here we go. So where's my card? Here's my card. So I have this that is going to go in the center. Oh my goodness, it's so hot. It's because I'm moving. I move too much. Okay, and I want to decide how I'm going to do this. Now, this could be a possibility. I actually like it a lot. Just like that. Ooh, I like this. And then I have these little leaves to put up here, most likely. I don't want to hide any of the others. So this may be a possibility right here. Okay, or I could take this one down and just leave one. And then I have this beautiful... that I really like the ribbon. I think the ribbon gives it a good touch. So I could certainly put the ribbon right here as well. You see, I'm trying to put everything together, kind of deciding where I'm going to put what before I actually commit, okay? So I'm putting that. I want that to look more like in the center, like that. You like it? I like it. Yay. That is so pretty. I really like it. Okay. Now, your dear friend, me, I don't know where I put my tape, my regular, marvelous, amazing tape. So I'm going to just use some of this, some of that. Hey, I can use this too. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I'm just kind of putting a little bit of glue, keeping it on the inside. I like bringing a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to bring these leaves up a bit. Okay. Just a teeny bit right there. Maybe I should leave this one off too a bit too. And this one's, oh, that's so nice. I like it. I like it a lot. There you go. Okay. And now I'm going to bring again more of these because I want to use this right here. So I need something to put it down. So I'm just going to use some of these glue dots along my, wow, I grab a lot of glue dots. And then I'm going to put a glue dot right in the ribbon as well, so that I can fold it and it sticks together. Yep, it stuck together. So I'm kind of working with a half of a wreath, if you want to consider it that way, instead of a full wreath. Now, the one that I did as my sample, I actually make the whole wreath, but for some reason, I'm going a little different on this one. Okay, now I'm going to bring some dimensionals, and I like this. I like this a lot. Now, I'm going to take my dimensionals. Let me grab, not this one. I like to grab the scissor that at times I use with adhesives, so that I'm not using the one that you see, I don't use the same scissor for adhesives that I use to cut my ribbon or that I use to cut my paper, because everything ends up not working at the end. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here in the center like that. This is so pretty. I really like it. Let's see if this is enough. I think that's enough. Just one good piece of dimensional to hold that in the center right there. Look how cute this is gonna look. So this is your card, right? And then you open it and you can write a nice little detail right there. Isn't that good? I love it. It is so pretty. I am like, oh my goodness. You know, we can even use the other stamps, the one that says thinking of you. That will look really nice. We should totally try it. Why not? Let's do that. Okay, because this could be a thinking of you card. No problema at all. I'm going to use, look, and I have some leftovers for later. Yay, I have some leftovers. I love leftovers. Come on, I can use them in other ways. Ooh, look. I have another leftover. Ah, And now I'm happy. Now I'm even happier than before. But let me open this. Let me find my stamping pad real quick here. You can see well. I think you can see me well. Yes. There you go. Cards with Pauline. Hi, Jessica. I'm grateful to Elohim today that I got to see my grandchildren. Yay, you're grateful. I love it that you share that. Thank you. Thank you. Because I do want to keep that reminder. And you're reminding me, right? That we are to be grateful. I'm so grateful that you are here. Thank you for being here today. And thank you for everybody that is connecting with me. Okay, that is not as crisp as I wish for it to be. So Jessica, in her all her joy, is going to do this in Cajun Craze instead, because Cajun Craze is very, very juicy, and my early espresso is not behaving today. Maybe I need to give you more of a view so you see what in the world I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on the side. Now you can see that I'm moving things around. Where is my sheet? I always recommend that you try them. Ah, that looks awesome. So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put it right here. Thinking of you. Wow, that looks great. And you know what? I have not tried those little leaves. So why not try them? Let me get some of my of these in here. I have beautiful leaves. So I love when I can just go a little bit, go beyond what I was thinking, right? That is the fun part of a life. You kind of go with the flow and have a little fun. That's the idea. You have a little fun. Okay, so I'm going to take this one. I should maybe do this. I am tapping on my Cajun Craze. Let's see. I'm going to put it right here. Ah, that is so nice. I like it. I'm going to tap the other one. So I'm going to move this away for a second. And I'm going to put this one right here. Oh, that is cute. I like it. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do like they're falling. 3 is perfect. Okay, I'm going to stay with 3. I don't want to mess up my card for adding too much. But here you have it. It's a very simple alternate. Okay, with this card, you didn't do much. But if you have some pretty paper that you can put on the inside, then you just cut it, you put it there. You make half of your, you cannot let that paper shine. You still wishing the person the happiest of day. You put a thinking of you on the inside. Super simple card, right? You just cut that diagonal and then put it on the inside with a little bit of paper, and you have a perfect card made. Now, let me show you the initial idea I had was to actually make it with the entire wreath. So I pretty much went around completely. I put my ribbon on the other side, so you have options. And I use all of the leaves. Like I left nothing for later, okay? And then when I open it, I actually left this part right here, so you can also see it there, okay? So that's what I did. I glue it to the paper before I even glue this. Okay, I kind of position everything in place. So I did a full wreath, just like the original tells you to do it, pretty much the same, but I put the ribbon up. So you have 2 options. You can use all the leaves if you wish, or you can just use half. I'm actually going with the half. I really like the half for some weird reason. I just like portraying all the leaves on this side that is neutral and then letting that paper shine really good. Okay, so I have more projects I need to keep moving with you today. Yay! Did you like that one? I hope so. And if you did, hey, we need to be grateful. And that is what I'm inviting you to do, since it is this season, beautiful season right now of giving thanks, of gathering and giving. I want you to do that. Okie dokie. So I'm going to put this on the side. And now I want to try something absolutely new. I'm excited because I have not tried this, at least not with this kit, and in a very long time. But a while ago, I purchased, let me show you, these little notepads from Amazon, and I did put my link. It is an associate's link, so if you purchase them using my link at the bottom of this video, there's a more section. You click more on my description, and there it says notebooks from Amazon. It is an associate link, so there's a tiny commission that would come to me if you purchase from that link. But this ones, I think you purchased 12 of them for $17, I think it was, or you can buy 24 for less. Like they either buy for you like $1.40, or they buy like, or each are like 93 cents, or you can buy like 30 something and they're way cheaper. But it's a very good amount of sheets, and I really like that it comes lined, and then you can certainly embellish them. So we're going to be doing that today with some of what came in this kit, which is what excites me. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first one. Give me a second because I have some things in here to pull. I have several cards and several projects in here to do. Okay, this is the one. I want to make one for my son. So I'm going to show you the one for my son. I sort of started some things in here. Don't look. Don't look. You can look yet. You have to keep it. Okay, so here you go. This is good. I'm gonna open up a little bit this way. Oh my dear. There you go. That's better. So this is one of the cards that came with the kit, right? Thank you, Terry. I'm so happy that you like them. My husband and I came from doctor's morning. Thankful we both had good reports. Yay, good, Colleen. I'm glad. Philomena, the colors are so beautiful. CRUZ, Jessica. Yeah, God is so good. I love hearing from you and reading your comments here and there. Okay, so this is the one that came with this card right here. Okay, and we have the different parts. We have that. We also have the little fox. And we have little pumpkins, and I believe this one came with a strip that I don't know where it is, but I'm not using it, so no worries. I don't know where it is. I put it somewhere over the rainbow. Okay, but what I plan to do is, since my kids and I are starting this season of gratefulness, I think gratitude is so important to really just sow into your kids. I need it. Oh, have mercy. We need to be more grateful for each other. Pray for me. I have teenagers. They're a blessing. But it is a little challenging to communicate at times because you know how it is when you're a teen, you know everything. But I have a good communication with them so far. And I want to give them a gift. So I want to make each of my kiddos one of these journals. Okay, so what I thought I would do is I would certainly use this as the front of my card, and then I will be positioning this as my embellishments, and I have a couple of more things, but I am just giving you ideas of how you can use this kit in very, you know, just different ways. If you want to give a gift, actually, you can create a gift. So just get some notepads, can be this one or bigger or smaller, it does not matter, and go for it. Okay, so I'm going to cut this, and I can definitely tell that, I don't know, but I think this is going to look really good. Maybe if I even leave the border. So I think I'm going to leave the border instead of trying to do the entire thing. So let me bring this over, or a pencil. Yep. I'm going to bring a pencil. I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to cut maybe right here in this line, and then I'm going to cut right here on this line. Okay, so I'm going to take my cutter, and I'm going to just put it, so whichever you have, you can just cut it to the line. I just made a line, and I cannot see it. Have mercy, I just did it. I just did it. I did not do it as well because I cannot. Oh, it was right here. Sorry. I couldn't tell where it was. There it is. So I'm going to cut right there. And that is exactly 4 inches. Oh, how fun. It's just perfect. And then this is going to be right here. I'm not sure what exactly that's going to become, but I'll tell you in a second. Okay. So I just took a quarter off. Yeah, I took a quarter off. So that must be then, I don't know. Let me tell you what I ended up with. This is an 8, thank you. 8x4 sheet of cardstock, or, you know, this one. So this is gonna go right here. Just kind of like that. Okay, I do have a corner rounder, but I do not want to get out my tear. So, because I'm live, so I'm just gonna come here and take this little bit out and make it round, just like that. And then I'm gonna be very strong and courageous and just do the same on the other side and trust that it's gonna look nice. And hey, look, I did it. Just scissors, that worked. Okay, so here we go. So this is gonna be my son's. So I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna immediately grab this. They do not know I'm doing this for them, but I do want them, I want to inspire them. And I started today, and you know what? They got their journals out. It's so hard to make teenagers write in journals. You're like, let's write something. And they're like, oh, I don't want to write. You know, they don't love to write. Well, they like to write whatever they like to write, like songs. One loves to write songs and the other one likes to write stories. But when I say, get your journals out, we're going to do devotional, they're like, Okay, Mom. So they get their journals, but it's not like they totally and entirely love to have homework early in the morning when we're doing that. So here I go. I'm using my card base as designer series paper pretty much, okay? And now I plan to put this right here, okay? Yep, I like that position. So most likely I'm gonna be cutting this right there because I want to see this edge. It looks very, very pretty. So I'm going to just go ahead and position this where I want it. I had a pencil around here, so I'm just gonna go do a little line really quick, and I'm going to cut it. No problem. This is such a nice project. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna be putting this right here. Look how pretty this is looking already. I'm excited. I'm excited. I like it a lot. I really like it a lot. Now I'm going to be gluing stuff right away. This is gonna be a journal that they're gonna use a lot, and they're going to be putting in a bookcase. So it cannot have a lot of dimension, I guess. Okay, I'm trying not to leave a lot of dimension, and just like that. Let me see if I did it right. Yep, not a lot of dimension because they're going to be passing their hands, opening the thing over and over, and I don't want it to get all bad. But it's looking all pretty already, right? Yay! Okay. Virginia said, I'm grateful that my granddaughter shares my love of card making. Oh, that is awesome. That is such a blessing. You have a partner there to be with. I love that. Okay, so I have another idea, and I brought some of my new dies. You may have other ones, and that's okay. I brought some of my new dies, and that one is the traditional labels. I just got the labels for this particular suite. I thought that they are so useful, so I'm using this one right here. Okay, but they have like how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 labels in there. Did I count it that right? Yeah, 7, and it's so pretty. So I'm gonna be putting this right in here. I'm gonna be adding my little pumpkins right here. I'm kind of looking at my design. And I want to add also little fox. I think my son would appreciate that. Little wild animal in there. And now I also went and I cut 2 of these little banners from the traditional labels. I cut one in Early Espresso, and I cut one in Crumb Cake. And what I did for a matter of time is I used our Thankful stamp set, and I actually stamped Thankful on it very quick, and I use the Cajun Craze. So the last detail that I do for this particular journal, and I think it's gonna be really cool for my kid, is that I have this alphabet, the mini alphabet dies, and I took let me see if I can show you. What am I? Here. I took some of the earthen tones, just a piece, right? And I cut his letter, just letter D for David, okay? And that, with that, and what I plan to do is I will put these 2 together. I'll show you how. Give me a second. I'm on it, okay? I think I'm gonna do it the other way around. I think I'm gonna put it like this, okay? I'm gonna put a little bit of this tear and tape, so not difficult. We are working on it nicely. This is going to be like this right here, and it's just a reminder for him to be thankful. And during this season, I really want them to consider what they're grateful about, and the goal is not to repeat any of the things. And if they don't know what they're thankful about, they can just write it again. You know, they can start just writing what they're thankful about and check what they wrote last week so that they don't repeat it, but they're consistently remembering what they did. And I want to put that D in there. I'm either putting it there or I'm putting it there. I'm not sure. I'm looking at it right now. Where do you think I should put it? On the, by the fox, on the pumpkin? Let me see. I think I'm gonna put it up here because it's like kind of look, but it kind of gets lost, right? It gets a little lost in there. I like it here. If I put it down here, it's way too far away. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right here. So it's a very simple way of appreciating him, but at the same time motivating him to be grateful and motivating my kiddos to be grateful with what they have. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Because when you cultivate your heart, you train your heart to be grateful, things are better. Things are certainly better. Way too good. Like God is good. Like He is so faithful. And He helps us. There is power in our praise. We were made for it. He helps us in our weakness. He helps us when we're not able to do things the way we like. or when things don't go the way we like, he helps us. So I'm waiting to see who says if the D goes well right here or up here. I was considering putting it up here, but now I'm looking at it and it kind of looks nice down there. So I'm not sure yet. Let me put it there. Okay, let me put this one. I'm just gonna add, it's too tempting not to add anything. I gotta add at least something bumpy. I said it was not gonna be bumpy, but I love the fox. It looks so cute. It's a wild animal, super clever, intelligent animal. Many people consider it not a very good, it doesn't always have a good reputation because it gets into trouble. It causes destruction in some places. Even the Bible speaks of it, not in a very good light, but I am choosing to see it in a positive light, okay? It's a very clever, intelligent animal. It knows how to adapt and how to survive in very difficult situations. And I think one of the most important things in our survival kit of faith is to be grateful. So if you want to survive whatever situation you're going through, you need to find God's beauty. You need to see God. If there's everything is absolutely ugly, I understand. There's things that are just so ugly, there is no beauty in it. But he is the God that transforms our ashes into beauty. And I am praying for that for you today, that he does that. That if all you can see is ashes, he turns them into beauty. So I'm going to put this D right here instead of putting it down there, just because it's a little bit more like, I don't know, like hiding, but he knows it's his. Okay, so very simple, but very special right there with an image. And he will have the opportunity to just work with this little journal during this season of thankfulness. And it's just a reminder of, hey, take it seriously. Let's write what we're thankful about. You need to be extremely determined, okay, for that. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So I told you the three things. I said I'm grateful for the opportunity to have fun like I'm doing today. I'm grateful for my husband, who is very reliable. And I'm also very, very grateful. What was the third thing I wrote? It was school. I'm very thankful that I get to teach my children and do homeschooling with them. So this is my second project. I'm going to show you the third one. I have 4 projects for you today. We already made this beautiful card. We made this beautiful notepad. I have another notepad, but I also want to show you a card that I was considering doing. So I'll bring it to you right away. God is so good. This is awesome. We have a lot of leftovers around here, but I'm sure that we're going to use them in great ways. Okay. So this is interesting. Since I'm doing some notepads, as you can tell right here, that means that I'm going to have some envelopes that I may not need. And these envelopes have that toile type of style. Very, very beautiful right there. I love that color. I think that's the Timid Tiger. And look over here, very beautiful colors. You can always find the colors for your paper pumpkin kits in the back of the instructions. They are right here: Cajun Craze, Crumb Cake, Darling Duckling. That's the color of this little label right here, is the Darling Duckling. Okay, Early Espresso, Pecan Pie, Timid Tiger, Metallic Chocolate, Bronze. So this is more of a pecan pie color. Okay. So I am going to be making a card with this. What I did is that I found a card base that is crumb cake. Okay, and I folded in half. This is 8.5 by 5.5. Fold in half at 4 1/4. I found a layer of Cajun Craze cardstock that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So it goes especially on the middle right there. And then I decided to go for my beautiful Circle of Season dies, which is the add-on for this particular kit. I think I have it right here. I'll show it to you. I believe it's still available. It's $12 and you can make an acorn. You can have the hello. You can do a strawberry, circle, leaves. There are so many opportunities in there of things that you can do with it. Okay, and I think we have an example. Let me show you that sample right there. You see how pretty it is? They did that sample using some of the acorn dies from that particular one. So you can see it right there. Okay, that is absolutely awesome. Okay, so I took this and I took that Earthone Tones foil sheet that I showed you and I cut a hello because it looks so beautiful. And then I stamped some of these some of the where are they? Here they are. Some of the pumpkins that came with this one, I stamped them on Early Espresso ink on Cajun Craze. I think I stamped another one in a different color, but I don't see it here. It's somewhere to be found, okay? But I got a few things in here. I'll show you what I plan to do in a second. Let me kind of make some space for all that I have on this table. It's super interesting. Now, one of the things I wanted to do is I'm going to take this off here. So I'm going to go a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. Wow, that was way too close. Okay. I'm just going to take this out. So this is a pocket for something different. And I'm going to use this one as well because it works so well as paper. If you don't want to use your envelopes like this, that's okay. You don't have to. What happened there? There you go. If you don't want to use them like that, it's fine. I don't think I cut this very well. It doesn't really matter, but there, that's better. You can just use paper. Okay, but what I like about it is that it has that design, kind of like that shape of the flap of the envelope, and I really wanted to bring it to where I could kind of put them together in the middle. So I'll show you what I was thinking. It's like I want to bring them like this. I want to put them in the center of the card like that. Okay, let me see if I'm actually centered. I think I'm pretty much centered there. Right here. I'm kind of eyeballing the whole thing right there. I really like that design of putting them together. And then I wanted to use that extra circle that they give us to put it right here in the center. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue it. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Actually, you know what? Maybe if I do this, I have both of them here. Yeah. And I do this, I will know how to cut both of them. So I can do this like this, you see? I'm putting them both together here, and then if it ends there, the other one may end here. So yeah, I'm doing it right. You may not know my process, but I'm thinking how I'm gonna cut it. So I'm putting these two together, I'm putting this one on this side like that, and watch what I'm going to do, because these are the processes that I cannot explain, I just do them. Okay, and I'm gonna come over here and I'm going to cut this. Now, I need something that is bigger, so I may bring my other cutter right here. I'm gonna come and put this right there. Yeah, I think I can do it like that. And I took some of that off. Hey, I can cut this with some scissors. So I have those two there. I'm gonna use some of my scissors to cut the edges. And I'm going to cut the edge on the other side. Right here. Okay, so I think I have that done. And I hope that it looks good, because I have not done this before. Okay, so I'm going to glue this one right here. And then I'm going to glue this one right here. You see how that looks? I like that. I really like this style for some weird reason. Don't ask me why, but I like it. I'm moving my camera a little bit so you see better, but I do like having those two there, like joining. And when I saw those flaps, I'm like, I gotta use those flaps. Those are pretty colors, and I love bringing them together into my one card. So I'm gonna come here, put this at the edge. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this one right here and put it also at the edge, the other edge. Okay, right there. Okay, there you go. So this is pretty much with the envelopes that I have that I'm not using from the notebooks. Okay, and then I decided to come and bring this here and put my hello in the middle. So my hello will go in the center. This is how it's gonna go. Okay, my hello will go right here in the center. And then I went ahead and I cut one of these because I want to put those pretty pumpkins right there on that side. And I could do something different, but I really like that. I consider cutting, let me see if I actually like putting the other color on the other side. I like having the two. I could maybe put two instead of one, you know, so we have like a bunch. I did one in Timid Tiger, but I think I like this color better, so just leave it there. Okay, and then what I thought about doing was putting the hello, putting my pumpkins And the other part was just getting some leaves, and I cut these leaves from the Circle of Seasons. I showed it to you already, and just start putting them around here. I cut some other ones, but I have leftovers. Remember, we have leftovers. Yay! I'm so happy we have leftovers, because we can have these ones right here on this side, and then we can put some of the little ones that come with the dies from the Circle of Seasons dies. That's the add-on I showed you a little bit ago. It's like this one. Okay, we have some of those, and let's see what else I have. I have so many goodies. Have mercy, too many goodies. I started just going a little cuckoo crazy with all my dies, so I'll show you. I got these dies. One sec, I'm looking for them. They're here somewhere over the rainbow. Okay, so this is the Gathering Moments dies, okay, and it comes with these 2 leaves as well, right there. You're gonna see more of this in my blog and my channel very soon, because I'm very excited to be using these ones. But I have those, and I have the Gathering Moments, which I moved and put somewhere over the rainbow. So it's here. I have not even tried this stamp set, but it would be really nice to try to do that with this one. Look, I have this one right here, and I have this one right here. So they're really, really cute. You see that? Really cute. I don't know if I have the time to deal with them. But then I got some of these ones too. Hello, I had to play with something. I cut some of these ones as well. And I cut it on that color, like to make an acorn. Look how pretty that looks. That looks so cute. I really like it. I'm not entirely sure if I could put it on this card or not, but I really, really like it. So I'm just gonna show you just for the fun of it, okay, how you can put this together. So I cut the acorn, this little part, I cut it with the earthen tones, and then I cut this little part, the one that also makes the strawberry in Cajun Craze. And I'm gonna put this right here at the top, like 2 dimensionals together, and see how that looks, because it looks so cute. I think I'm gonna get a little closer to the camera, so I'm gonna come here and just do that, and look how cute that looks. It is so pretty, don't you think? This is so good. Hi, Carmita. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you, Filomena. Thank you, Filomena. It's so good. Terry liked the album as well, Near the Pumpkin. Okay. I think I got that a little late. Sorry. But I really like this. I really like this idea right here. Like we can have a little acorn. So we could put the little acorn here if I wish. Maybe put this other... They're different though. That thing is a little different. This one, you see, this one is a little different. Let me see. I have this one as well, so I could put this one behind it if I wish. Oh, look how nice that looks. Have mercy. Have mercy. I'm excited about this project right here. I love the hello. I love being able to put it right there in the center. Actually, I like it maybe sideways, or no, I like it straight. Nope. Like that. I like it straight. Then I really like my acorn. I'm not sure how I'm gonna position it as of yet, but I like my little leaves as well. I have some leaves that I could put around here. I think I have I thought I had another leaf that was that was in another color, but apparently I did not do it. So I can put some leaves somewhere around here. Just kind of exploring the possibilities, right? But I like that a lot. Now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, should I put the pumpkins? Should I put the acorn? I think the acorn is what really calls my attention right now. To kind of go with the flow. I kept on the hello a little tilted like this. You see that? How cute. I like it. Yay. I'm having fun with this card, don't worry. I think you already noticed, but I'm gonna start gluing some things together in here. Otherwise, we're gonna be here forever. And I still have something else to do, so have mercy. Let's finish this project. I still have one more that I wanted to show you. So I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put this one with dimensionals. If I find my dimensionals, here they are. I'm gonna put this one with dimensionals. I have some good spots in here. Oh wow, that was a big one, but I think that would work nice. Okay, so I'm gonna put my dimensional right here in the center, my circle. That's gonna go there. I really like my acorn. It's so pretty. So extremely pretty. I love my little, I love this too. That's a problem. I really like the pumpkins as well. I want to put the pumpkins in there. I don't know. What do you like the most? I actually like the pumpkin so much. Should I put the acorn on the inside? I don't know. I really like that. Okay. Okay, I'm on it. I'm going to do what I like, right? You do what you like. It's fine. So I'm going to put this one right here. And I'm thinking, now that I'm here, I was thinking that I was going to put some twine on this card. And now I don't know how I'm going to put it, but I'm going to put some twine on it. So let me see. I don't know if green would go nice. I think the early espresso would go better. Let me find the end of it. But this would look so cute, having a little something falling from it. Okay, so this is the twine that came with my Gathering Moments suite. I think the Gathering Moments suite is in the online exclusives, so you may not find it in your catalog. The Autumn Toile you'll find in the catalogs, but not the other one. Okay, the other one is in the online exclusives, but I think this is gonna look really cute, and I'm really liking those in there, so I'm gonna do that. I'll put a little bit of glue on these, and almost there. Okay. Thank you to everyone that sticks with me on Mondays. I just love creating with all of you. It's so fun to imagine you going, oh, what is she doing? And I wonder what you're doing. Some of you sometimes are like cooking or doing crafts at the same time that I'm doing them. Some of you are in your lunch break, or some of you are watching the replay and while you're doing other things, and that is okay. You can do other things. So I'm going to put this right here. There you go. Just a little bit of glue. Okay, that looks so pretty. I love it. Okay, where's my... Okay, I like this. I don't know exactly where I'm going to put it, but I like it. I may put it at the top, like right here. Oh, that would look pretty. Yes, I like it right there. And I have so many things that I wanted to use in this project, right? I have all those little leaves, but I really want to put this right here on that corner. So I'm using a little, how do you call it? A little glue dot to put it right there. I really like that ribbon right there, where how good it looks. I have one more detail that I wanted to use. I don't know if I have it with me. Ooh, where did I put them? Put it right here. Okay, so I have some of these that I could certainly add. These are my copper, no, not my copper, my Cajun Craze and Gold. Look how cute they are. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm really liking this card. I really like this, and I'm kind of bummed that I have not been able to put it on this card as of yet. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll put it here. Let's see. Because I really like my acorn. I wanted to put it in my card, but I don't know if it actually works. If I want to hide it in there, if I want to put it together, looking at it from afar, looking at your camera, checking how it looks. This may be a project for a different day, or an acorn for a different moment, right? Can put it right there, but it's too big compared to the pumpkin. So that is like, yes, you're going to need to wait for another project with that. I guess I don't know how to put my acorn. Maybe on the inside could be a good little surprise. But so far, I think my card is done. The idea was to use the envelopes, and I did, okay? That was my goal with this card, was to be able to use those beautiful envelopes and use a little bit of my my die cuts as well. I really like this. I think I'm gonna put some nice I think I use all of my, nope, here they are. I want to put some of these under the leaves, so the leaves stay sticking up a bit. Okay, so they don't just fall back, but they stay really nice. Propped up. Okay, it's gonna look really pretty. And I love having that hello, because that hello, you can use it in any season. Beautiful, beautiful one. You can use it at any time. And if you already have it, many of my customers already have that hello, but I think this is gorgeous. And let's just put a couple of these in different spots. Let's put one right, maybe right there. And let's use a little one about here in the pumpkin. And then I think there's a third size. I love when they do that. Ah, have mercy. Absolutely love it. Now, where will you go? I don't know. I'll put you here at the end of the O. Okay, so that is my card all finished. I think it looks so pretty. I really like it. I really like the card. Look how nice. The cool thing is that it shines. So it's really nice. Okay, I have one more project. Have mercy. Look at the mess I made, ladies. Oh, Ooh, this is a big mess, but I have a lot of cute leftovers to use maybe in my next project. So let's see what happens. We have one more project to make, and it's almost there. I have some things already running. Okay, it's not super different than the other notepad, but it is different. So I have this particular one, and I have all of these ones. So I'm just gonna start putting things together. And one of the first things I did is, this is for my daughter, so I totally wanted to have ribbon. So I went and I looked for the glitter, not the glitter, the gold, I forgot its name, gold something. I think I put it below. Almost sure, but I don't remember the name. Oh, it's here, sorry. I have it right here. What am I talking about? It's the gold stripe. Yeah, gold stripe ribbon. I think this is such a beautiful ribbon. So I'm gonna put it at the top of this to start. Okay, the other one was more for a boy, so I did not want it to overwhelm my kiddo with a bunch of jewels and a lot of things, you know. I wanted to keep it simple. Now let me cut a bit of this. I love a lot of ribbon. So this one is going to have ribbon. As I said, it's for my daughter, for our journaling during this season, a season that we are inviting gratitude into our lives as much as we are inviting gathering and as much as we are inviting giving. And this is my first step in giving. I want them to become grateful for all that they have and to acquire the practice of giving thanks, not just to the Lord, but also to others, okay? And this is a great way, something you could do with all of your beautiful creations that you have, all your beautiful things. You can make some notepads, okay? The notepads link is an associates link. It's an Amazon one, and you see it there at the bottom where it says more. You can find it, but I love that. Then I'm going to come up with this and just put it right here. I'm just trying to tell my ribbon what to do, but I want to put it right here. So I'm going to cut it. This is my last project. I'm almost there. But I'm so happy that it actually worked. Let's see if half of this card is enough or if it's too big. Let's see. No, I think it's pretty good. I like it. Then I'm going to bring what already came with the kit, which is this. And I'm going to put it under the ribbon because I don't want it to go too crazy. But this is going to go right here. And this is going to go right here. And I kind of like, actually, I'm going to bring it more this way. Okay, right there. That looks really nice. Yes, that is gorgeous. I love it. And I also have a little circle that came and a little thankful that came with this. So I want to put those two in there. And my next step is going to be, I did the same thing with my daughter. I already cut some of the banners that came with the traditional labels. Okay, this is traditional labels, dies that are new in the new catalog. Okay, I also cut with the mini alphabet dies. I cut an E for Emma. And this is the part that I did not show you, but we have a beautiful stamp in this kit that is that little acorn right there in the corner. Do you see it? So I took some of the acorns and I stamped them on Cajun Craze with Cajun Craze ink on crumb cake cardstock, okay? So those are going to be embellishing this a little bit. So this is where the whole thing happens, okay? So I have to bring this up, just glue some things together and make it special for her. I want to encourage, because even guys, anyone that is grateful, no matter their season in life, is just blessed. When you are grateful, you are blessed. When you're grateful with people, when you're grateful with God, when you're grateful in life, you are just blessed. And honestly, I know that there's a lot of difficulties going on around the world, but we have to be very intentional in the way that we speak, in the way that we relate with others, and even in giving more grace when others make mistakes, in forgiving quickly, and in letting go quickly, and in just bringing up what is good on that person. That is super mega importante. So here we go. I love that this little frame has like a foil in it. It has like a nice, and I love that this kit it just calls for gifting. It just calls me for that. It's just like, hello, you can't just let it go. You need to do something here. So I'm going to put, let's see, I'm going to take a little piece of this and put it behind it like that. Can you see well? Yes, I think you can. And then I can hear my kids playing upstairs like crazy chickens. It's just really going crazy. I can hear them just boom, boom, boom all over the place. I hope you cannot hear that, but they are 2 boys and they are waiting for mom to be done. So they have to entertain themselves. Okay, I have the thankful in here, so I'm gonna be gluing that thankful right there with a little bit of glue. I am so excited. Thank you for being with me today. Now that we're talking about thankfulness, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you to all of you who participated in my pre-paper shares. You should be getting them already. They are coming. They are underway. I sent them last Wednesday, and they are gorgeous. And I think you're going to be very, very, very blessed to get them. So this is going to go right here. And what I did is that I cut several of these ones so that I can put them in different places. Like this one is going to go right there. The E is going to go right here because I want my Emma to see her name or her letter, you know, just her letter right there. And it went over. Okay, so right here, and then I want this one. I'm gonna put them with dimensionals just to make my life a little simpler. Is that okay? Yes, thank you. And that way we can finish quickly and I can go to the word. I love sharing a word of encouragement with all of you every single time we meet. That is one of my joys. This is one of the reasons why I do this. It's like I want to share not only my crafts, I want to share the joy of the Lord. I want to share hope. I want to share that there's somebody that loves you more than anyone else. I want to share that the one that holds me and sustains me is Jesus. Nobody like him. He's the one that sustains everything and certainly sustains me through it all. And I am very, very grateful to be able to do what I do as a Stampin' Up demonstrator. That is so fun. You know, it's a fun hobby, and at the same time, it's a great venue for me to share the love of God with others. So this is gonna go right here, and then I'm gonna put my Emma's letter. She doesn't know I'm making this. So when she tells me today, Mom, what cards you make today? I'm gonna show her the cards. Just the cards. Because tomorrow morning, I wanna give them these, okay? So these are, it's a little surprise for them in the morning to motivate them. Come on. To motivate them to create. Now I'm going to put one of these ones over here, kind of looking at my sample, and then I want to put one of these ones over here at the bottom. So is Thankful Emma, and it has a nice project right there for you, and I hope that you enjoyed this ones. This was really fun to make, and they are so cute. They're gonna be using them often. I want them to stick with the practice of gratefulness, and they have many sheets to fill. Love the idea of putting this right here. Girls like ribbon. Okay, my boy's a little bit more plain. Okay, more like boyish. It's like brown, harvest, a fox, you know. He can appreciate that, right? And we're saying things. This is the next card I created with the envelope flaps. That is absolutely beautiful. And then we started today actually with this card that creates half of a wreath, but it opens up in a totally different way to stay thinking of you. And I totally hope that you like these projects. I can keep going and going. There is so much we can make with these, right? There is so much. It is a blessing to have you here today. I'm going to grab my Bible, which is behind me right here. And I would like to talk with you a little bit about the word and about what he's been ministering to my heart. If you like this ones, leave me some thumbs up, leave me some comments below. Certainly share what you're grateful about. Start right now. You don't have to wait until devotion time tomorrow. You don't have to wait to tell somebody else. You can just declare, you can put it down in the comments and say, I am grateful about this, I'm grateful about that. And today we meditated on Joshua 1. And the reason why is because we are in frightening times. We're living life in times when all that you hear in the news is really, really negative and really difficult to swallow. It is hard to the point that I cannot put the news and have my 5-year-old around me. He can't be around me. It's too difficult. Everything that is going around, I don't want him to have that baggage, that luggage, you know, on his back. I want him to be free and lighthearted. So certainly I don't stay too close to the news, but I do know what's going on around our world, and many of us are going through situations that are frightening. Joshua in the first chapter, when you go there, God is calling Joshua to step into the shoes of Moses. Moses was the one that God chose to deliver the people from Egypt, from captivity, deliverance. My goodness, what a ministry. He was a strong, tough man, okay? Moses was a friend of God. He was the meekest man on earth, but he also was wearing some shoes that were like amazing. Isn't it interesting now that I'm talking to you that God told him to take his sandals off his feet when he got close to the burning bush? Amazing, right? Because he was about to step into something absolutely out of his imagination for God and for the people of Israel. But now at the beginning of Joshua, God says to Joshua, hey, Moses is dead. He just said it like that. He's dead. Let's move on. You have a calling in your life and you're going to step into everything that I taught to Moses. And that impacted me because Moses carried a message of freedom and deliverance. And Joshua was to get ready to carry that same message to the people of Israel. And we all share a little bit today, this morning, about how this one chapter encourages us so much with the be strong and courageous. And my daughter said something to me that she read in a book. It was so good. She said, one cannot be brave who has no fear. There's no way you can practice your courage unless there are moments that come to your life that are full of fear. But then my little one, this week, he has been finding words inside of words. What does that mean? That he sees the word bear and he says, look, Mom, the word ear is inside the word bear. But I want to tell you something. Inside the word fear is the word ear as well. And sometimes we become so deaf to the word of God that we live by fear instead of living by faith. We need our ear to be tuned to the things of God so that we can continue to live being strong, practicing being strong, and with courage, even in frightening times. You and I are not called to live all shy and quiet and just like, oh my goodness, we're all gonna die. That is not the way that we live. We live with joy, we live with hope, we share the hope of God. And when I was just reading this, I'm like, God, you are so good. There's so much in this book, but I want to share just one part that blessed me really quick. Joshua 1:3 says, I will give you every place where you set your foot. Joshua 1:13, the Lord your God is giving you rest. In these portions, it really blessed me to know that there's some things I don't have to strive for. There's some things that God actually wants to give me and give to you. And those things are only happening when you abide in Him, when you hear His voice, when you are obeying His command to be strong and courageous. So I'm going to tell you, continue to be grateful. Read Joshua 1. There's so much to be grateful about in there. There's so much I want to tell you about this chapter. But if I may start by telling you today is you are not called to live in fear. You were not given a spirit of fear. You were given a spirit of power, love, and of self-control. These are the times that you need to live under the Holy Spirit, the beautiful, amazing Spirit that gives us courage and not under fear. So I bless you with peace. I bless you with courage. And I going to command you to go ahead, grab your supplies, okay, and continue to bless others even in the midst of difficult situations. I love you, ladies. I think you make a difference. You certainly do in my life. I am very blessed to have you here watching and creating with me, and I hope some of these projects like you like them, and you share it with me below. You tell me which was your favorite. You gotta tell me which was your favorite and which one you may try today. God bless you. I'll see you next week with more of these amazing projects. Mwah. I'll see you later. Ciao, ciao. God is so good.